Hey there, it's another beautiful day. Let's watch some stuff.
Some people do stupid things. Don't do stupid things. You are about to hear my opinion. Do your own research.
NASA's version of the Earth, photoshopping clouds, and they Photoshop clouds all over this thing, dude. But what happens when you turn this thing upside down, split it down the middle, and then mirror the other side? It turns into Baphomet.
I told you I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna find a whole bunch of stuff where people are like doing the mirror thing and finding demons, and I did it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna check out a bunch of stupid stuff where people take it and flip it around and find the perfect angle to make it look like Baphomet. It's so silly.
Bank of Baphomet.
This picture in the Bank of America, and very interesting this here. See the face hidden here? That just looks like Baphomet, right? It's the face. Those are the horns. Huge horns, which are going through those trapped angels. Right? Automatically color changes, right? And then you are going to see the stuff like this hidden inside this, right? And then you are seeing, for example, like this here, the horns. And the heads of the people are just the eyes, right? You can find so many things here, like this here, stuff in there. This here, which is an inverted one. You're going to see this, there's a face inside there, right? This picture is in a Bank of America. There's so much hidden inside this. Try it for yourself.
Anybody else feel like we're just looking at one of those Rorschach ink blot tests? I feel like I'm being assessed for like insanity or something. I saw a child eating watermelon with butterflies about. What did you see? Yes, I am well aware that I regularly say that money is evil, but that looked like a happy little demon.
You can see a Baphomet in the image.
Yeah, man, that's scary.
Just
right in your face, too.
the unveiled portrait of King Charles III that was put out since his coronation, looking at some of the mirrored images. You can see a Baphomet in the image. British monarchy, supposed to be the defender of the faith. Charles specifically changed the language in his coronation to become the defender of faiths. Lends credence to this one world religion idea, and it seems like Charles is playing right into the hands of that. We can only make assumptions. When this is somebody's unveiled portrait, and then you see the images of a Baphomet face, but sometimes you have to ask the question, is it just a conspiracy?
Yes, it's just a conspiracy because you have to take it at exactly the right angle, at the right spot, and then cut it, and then flip it, and then move it around until it gets exactly to look like that. So it's searching for it. It's looking for this answer that you've already decided you're gonna have. It's dumb, and I don't care what anybody says. I still think that painting looks rad because it's not normal. It's not the normal, "Ooh, look at me, I'm prim and proper and just boring ass background." It's fun, it's exciting, and somebody decided to go and find a freaking Baphomet in it.
Have you heard that apparently Buzz Aldrin saw the devil himself in Antarctica? So this is the theory. In 2016, a satellite captured an image of what scientists believe to be a massive pyramid in Antarctica. This would be the largest pyramid ever found on Earth, bigger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is about 230 meters wide, and this pyramid in Antarctica to be 2,000 meters wide. So in 2016, Buzz Aldrin, alongside his team, embarked on an expedition to Antarctica with the aim of exploring and confirming the existence of this immense pyramid. So this really gets wild during the expedition. Buzz Aldrin had a heart attack. He was hospitalized for days. But when he fully recovered and left the hospital, He tweeted something strange but quickly deleted it. It said we are all in danger. It is evil itself, what? And someone close to Buzz said they spoke with him, and he said one thing we thought out things we shouldn't implement. Aldrin also shared several chilling photos. To see them, follow us, click on share.
I do apologize if you were trying to read along. That was all messed up, and I tried to adjust the sound, and then I just kept getting it more messed up, and so I decided I'm going to leave it alone, because it wasn't even supposed to be in here in the first place, because it has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. But that's a whole bunch of baloney. He didn't have a heart attack. He suffered from altitude sickness, and I don't know about the tweets. I don't follow Twitter X none too much, but yeah, so that's what happened. It's a bunch of, look, I still have my little BS flag. Baloney.
You see it? I mean, do you really see it? This is the patch that all of the ladies wore on their Blue Origin flight to space yesterday. You can even see their names around it: King, Sanchez, Perry. But when you flip it upside down, you see something completely different. Baphomet. That's right. This patch upside down is almost an identical outline of Baphomet, a symbol that often represents Satan. And the flames that are supposed to be coming out of the spaceship are now the flame on the head. And maybe the star is not in the middle of the forehead, but the star's right here. This isn't the first time that we have found the symbol of the Baphomet by things being mirrored or flipped upside down. Remember the King Charles painting from last year? How when you mirrored it, the middle looked like the Baphomet? Here it is in black and white. It might be easier for you to see. And now when you look at this, it's just too obvious. Let's not pretend that Katy Perry is the queen of symbolism. I had a lot of questions yesterday after the Blue Origin space flight, like why these ladies didn't have to wear helmets into space. But now I want to know about this. Is this just all a big coincidence, or is this symbol done on purpose?
All right, I'm going to be 100% completely honest. I don't care. I don't care. That whole thing was just a huge publicity stunt. It was very probably fake, and it was absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't care.
Kate. So we got a new royal portrait, this time of Kate Middleton. It's the cover of Tatler. So this is the template, and this is the portrait. This portrait I found really strange and a little bit weird. Duplicate this and mirror it. Then we just need to go to colors, matches automatically. Then we got this. Notice how the colors change there, right? The red, strange formation in the background. Invert the colors. Turn picture upside down. Make this here a little bit more visible. This here looks like a sky now, right? Increase the contrast. Take a look what's going to happen by increasing the contrast. There we go. Looks like a face, right? Goat face, Baphomet with arms wide open, and she's there.
So if you take the picture and you mirror it, and then you change everything about it and flip it over and black out a bunch of stuff, it's gonna look like a squid. It'll look like a squid underwater. Stay out of the ocean. Everything wants to eat you in the ocean. That's the message.
What's hidden inside this astronomy picture of the day by NASA? Let's analyze this. So let's go to CapCut, and we need to delete the right side. So take the left side and duplicate this. We need to make an overlay and swipe it over and put them both side by side. And then we need to mirror the right side and look at this. Increase the contrast and the brightness, and you can see a Baphomet wielding two swords. But there's more hidden inside, so just let's flip those both pictures upside down, and you got another demon. Look at this there. Increase the contrast and the brightness to make it more visible for you, and then just flip those both pictures from right to left or from left to right, and look at this Baphomet with the horns and the eyes and the goat face.
I'm a little embarrassed about this episode. I feel like I'm phoning it in a little bit, but really? Gosh, you gotta do a whole lot to find these things you want to find. That's it. I can't take anymore. I said I was gonna create this episode, and by golly, I did. Hey, I found some background on Baphomet that I thought was interesting, so we're gonna watch that now because I'm done with the whole mirror devil stuff.
This is one of the most popular symbols to represent Satan. But what if I told you that it is in fact a symbol of balance? Let me explain. The symbol is of Baphomet, who is an invented deity that the Knights Templars were accused of worshipping. It became a symbol of idol worship and heresy. In fact, in 1307, Philip IV of France had every Templar in France arrested and executed, claiming that they worshipped the evil Baphomet. The Freemasons were also falsely accused of worshipping Baphomet. However, the problem is that Baphomet is actually not a deity at all. The modern depiction of this symbol as representing Satan was first made in the 19th century. However, despite its evil depiction, the symbol actually symbolizes all things in the universe, such as good and evil, night and day, man and woman, and so on. It represents the idea of perfect balance and harmony in the universe.
All right, going off of what was just said, perhaps that's why we have to take these images and flip them over and make it into halfy, right? Because there's the balance. You got it on one side, you got it on the other. There, I just totally undid everything that anybody ever did with putting things next to a mirror and turning it into Baphomet. It's not evil. It's samey, halfy. That's what it is. Maybe, I don't know.
I've noticed a very interesting thing. The Baphomet and Jesus Christ are both doing the same hand sign. The Baphomet is a bad guy and the Jesus is a good one. So why do they do the same sign?
Well, that certainly was a very calm way to end this frickin' episode. They're doing the same thing. Because maybe it's not an evil thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is the sign of balance. Jesus brings about balance, and Baphomet does too. Well, I had a lot of fun with this. I really did. I actually did have a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. On that note, I am done. I'm calling it for today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button and consider subscribing. And then come on back, because we're going to watch some new stuff. I'll say different things, and it's going to be fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful day.
I scroll through static in a velvet robe, aliens, clones, and lizard pros. My Wi-Fi's haunted, or so they say. Echoes of TikToks never fade away. Is that a glitch or the face of fate? Clickbait dreams on a data plate. Digital ghosts and coffee toast, we laugh with fear. We love the most when stories break and logic bends. The weird begins but never ends. Dudes with theories, hats of foil, government stealing microwave oil, flat earth maps in a donut shape. And don't forget that moon is fake, she said. Watch this, then hit record. The rabbit hole's a motherboard. Digital ghosts and coffee toast. We sip the strange, we roast the host. Truth in memes, or maybe lady just married a ghost pirate. No further questions.
And coffee toast. Mrs. Collins knows the most. Laughs in code, lights up the screen. The strangest stuff you've ever seen.
Today's coffee talk. Always a wild ride.